Wow, what a very wonderful weekend to every one of you outside there. Thank you very much for joining us. It is Serious Matters on ONIF TV. My name is Abrams, and of course, we're looking at something very, very interesting in this particular video. The governor of Delta State, who happened to be the vice presidential candidate in the of the People's Democratic Party's presidential candidate in the just concluded 5th February 2023 presidential election, Governor Okowa has reportedly deported an Anambra woman back to her state for constituting nuisance in the state. The Delta State government has deported a 32-year-old woman, Ogochukwu Nwabude, for engaging in alms begging in Asaba, the capital of Delta State. Well, Nwabudu, who begged for alms in Asaba, was thereafter empowered by the Commissioner of Women and Social Welfare in her state, Ife Obinabo, and cautioned to desist from alms begging. In a press release issued by the media aide to the commissioner, Ms. Chidima Ikeunchioma, stated that the repatriated woman was empowered by the commission and handed over to the woman leader of the community in Uruagu, Nnewi. Ogochukwu Nwabudu, a mother of one, was sent back to Anambra by Delta State government for constituting nuisance by begging in this state. Well, I don't know how that came to be, because we are beggars almost everywhere. So if this is how everybody sends back, their own, then I don't know. Even are they not Delta State, beggars in other parts of the country? That's one question that I think the governor of Delta State has refused to focus or to divert his attention to a little bit, or answer in the depth of his art. Well, Obinabo, who did not spare the repatriated beggar, frowned at the act but encouraged her to be an agent of change by engaging in a trade in order to fend for herself and her child. Well, quite a number of things come to mind. Number one, we don't have an enabling environment. Number two, well, we cannot say begging is supposed to be a legal thing, but then we have quite a lot of people doing it. Some people do it as a result of laziness, while some do it as a result of not having something to do. Well, she, Obinabo, empowered her with a little token to help her start up a business of her choice, but one that, if caught again, she will be taken to court and face the law. Well, Ike and Nyewo quoted the woman as saying she only begged in the act for 2 weeks before she was captured by the Delta State government and repatriated back to Anambra. She promised not to engage in alms begging and pledged to make good use of the empowerment. She was later handed over to the Uruagu woman leader in Nnewi, who will be monitoring her progress and as well report back to the Ministry of Women Affairs. Well, we have one or two comments now. Somebody, this is Don Bachi, said he would have been vice president. That is food for thought. He would have been vice president, just departed somebody from his state. How long is Delta State to Anambra State? He has just deported somebody. Does it mean that these people have? But then I don't know for how long we want to continue like this. I've said that times and again. Look, Nigeria has come to stay, and we must come to that point. Even if you travel abroad, you find different ethnicities, different religions, people having to work together, having to come together. Somebody said, God bless the most accommodating tribe in Nigeria. Well, like I said earlier on, I know there are people who are begging. There are people begging everywhere. And when has it become, anyway, I stand to be corrected. I'm not a lawyer anyway. But then I don't know whether it has become a law, an offense for one to ask for help. For one to ask for help, because we have a lot of them outside there. Because if we are to probably say the law is taking its course on every one of them, then we have our prisons, that are already, overcrowded, more, and will be further crowded. So, what are we now saying? I think the best things every state should do is to create an enabling environment for everybody in the state. Everybody in the states. It's only unfortunate that just after this 2023 election, just like somebody said, that this election has further divided Nigeria than ever. That's coming from the former governor of Central Bank, former Emir Sanusi, who said that Nigeria has further been divided, dangerously divided between the lines of ethnicity, tribalism, and religiosity in the just concluded election. And so it is just now that we begin to hear that, oh, this person is from this side, this person is from that side, this person is from this side. Please, let's help ourselves. Thank you very much for watching. Please do share our videos with others, drop your comment. Please make them simple and civil. Let us know what your opinions are on this particular one. This is still Serious Matters. Keep watching. Bye-bye.